What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid DCG. Have a matchup today of Blue Buggy into Green Bonney. Been losing a lot lately to Bonney. But yeah, playing my good friend Adrian37, Tenrubito Adrian37. He's had my number. He's been beating me recently. We won the dice roll. We're going first. Playing a really good player, playing a really good deck. So we're gonna start tap 1 for a Galdino Searcher. Search top 4. We can add a Croc and Mihawk. We can add a promo Buggy. Can't add the Galdino. Ultimately going to decide for the promo Buggy because we already have a Croc and Mihawk. Let's keep it versatile. Maybe we can play that into a Kabaji or a Mihawk later. Like this opening hand, we have an Odin. We have a 10 cost Buggy. He's going to tap 2 in totality to play down a Bonney Searcher. He gets to search top 5 for a Supernova. And he's going to be able to add a Cavendish. And he's going to pass. So now we're going to be on our 3-Dawn turn. We can swing our Galdino into the Bonney. Clear that. We're going to be able to search with a cross-guild searcher. We can add another 10 cost. Going to need those for the late game, so let's add as many as possible. And then now we can swing a 7 life. He takes no trigger. So yeah, now next turn we have the Croc and Mihawk Alvida. We can play that. I think what I'm going to try to do too is get the Odin out on 7. So I think that's kind of the move I want to go for. We'll see how this goes. He's on his 4-Dawn turn. He's thinking it through. But yeah, the idea next turn, Croc and Mihawk into Alvida. And then at this point, it's Odin. We could promo Buggy into Mihawk potentially, or 5-cost Kabaji if that pops up. But I think we want to try to get that Odin out. I think in the past, I think Odin is a card I want to try out in this matchup. He swings 5 into my Galdino. And then he taps 2 for a Rosendante blocker and a, I forget the guy's name, but he's from Zoro's town, the blocker. The Zoro blocker, I'm just going to call it that. We're going to leader ability, pitch a promo Buggy to play Croc and Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. We're going to pitch the Alvida, and we're going to play the another Alvida down to draw 3, trash 2. Thinking about what to pitch. We could pitch these cross-guild searchers that don't have counter. We already have a Galdino searcher in hand. So let's pitch those. Pitch the promo Buggy because I'm committing to the idea at this point of the Odin on 7. I want to get that out. I'm expecting him, I know he has a Cavendish in hand. He's at 6-Dawn. I'm expecting him to spam down the Cavendish at this point. He's got 2 blockers. I'm probably not going to swing until my board gets a little bit more set up. He's going to tap 2 for a Buggy blocker, but then he realizes that he doesn't have the mount rested. So he's like, I messed up. And I was like, no, dude, swing your leader, dude. So he swings 5. And he gets to draw 1, trash 1. And I'm just going to give him, well, he swing 5. I guess I didn't give him counter. But I'm going to, no, did I take a hit? I don't know exactly what happened. I think I took the hit because I'm at 4 life now. I'm going to tap 7 for the Odin. So now I'm at 7 cards in hand. He's on 8-Dawn. He's going to tap 7 for Hody. He's going to think about this. He's definitely going to rest the Alvida. And he's going to rest the Croc and Mihawk. He takes a life. I'm thinking this through with the counter I have in my hands. I only have 1 2K. He's swinging 6 into the 5. I could give the 2K here, but then if he puts the remaining Dawn, like if he puts 10 on the Hody and swings into my Croc and Mihawk, it's going to die. So I'm going to keep my 2K for that. I'm going to let the Alvida die. He's probably going to use the remaining 2 Dawn to swing big with the Hody, which he does. He swings 10 into the 7. So we give it 2K to get up to 9, and then we have to give 2 1Ks. Not a good sign. Definitely telling that our hand's weak, and we have to give extra cards. But all he has left now is leader swing, and he passes. We draw a 2K for the turn. Now, unfortunately, we're a little bit behind. We can't. We're on our 9-Dawn turn. We can't Buggy here. But we can try to set one up. Let's search with a cross-guild searcher, or excuse me, with a Galdino searcher. We can add the Mihawk. Thinking about whether to add the Mihawk, or I think that's the only target we can actually add. So we'll add the Mihawk here. We don't have the promo Buggy anymore. That would be a great play to play right now. But instead, we're just going to tap 8 for a Croc and Mihawk. We're going to draw 2, trash 1. We'll pitch the Mihawk we just picked up. And now we can play a Moji blocker down and pass it back to him. Our hand's at 4, so we're not live with the extra ability of being able to draw a card on KO, but we're getting close. And we're at 4 life. He has 2 swings we need to worry about on board, as well as leader. So yeah, we're set up to Buggy next turn, and not only that, but we're set up to double Buggy. But I want to double Buggy next turn, so that means I have to keep that Moji standing. I have to keep it on board. I can't give it. So he's gonna swing 5 life, and I'm just thinking this through. I want to stay. I'm scared of a Hody, so I'm gonna take this hit. He's thinking everything through, but again, he has these 2 swings. I probably should have countered out of that, but I was afraid of like another Hody, for example, and then him blowing up my board. So I wanted to keep the counter in hand. I think I should have probably countered out of that swing though. But I didn't have a 1K. He's going to tap 8 for a Mihawk, but that allows him to restand 4, so in essence, tapping 4. Play the Mihawk. Now he can't play 7 costs. We know no Hody Jones anymore. But he has 6 Dawn standing, and he's going to be able to restand 2 more with the Cavendish. He swings the 6 to life. We can give a 2K here. We will. He gets to restand 2. And then now he has 8 Dawn. So he's done a lot already for essentially 2 Dawn. He's going to, I did not expect this. He's going to put 4 Dawn and swing a 5 life. I should counter out of this, but he has 4 Dawn standing, and for some reason in my head, I'm thinking of Dead Man's Game. I'm thinking he's going to be able to rest my stuff and won't have any counter, and that Hody swing is going to go through. I should have countered out of that. Now he's swinging 8 life, and I'm not able to counter out of this one. I could give the Moji blocker, but I'm going to go down to 1 life here. This was a mistake on my part. I should have countered out of one of the swings of the leader swing or the definitely the blocker swing. And then now he's going to tap 4 for a rogue blocker. He gets to restand 1 at the end of his turn. So now we're set up to double Buggy here. We could also Odin and go pretty hard, but he has 3 blockers standing. So just thinking this through, we're immediately going to leader ability, pitch promo Buggy, play down Buggy, bottom deck the Mihawk. So now we could potentially do some swings with the Odin if we like. But I think ultimately we need to double Buggy again. I'm going to swing 8 into the 6. He's going to use his leader ability to rest. He's thinking on what to rest. He's going to rest my Crockett Mihawk, and he gives the Rosinante blocker. And then now I can Buggy again and get rid of the Hody. Going to swing 5 life. He gives counter. He doesn't have too many cards in hand. I think he's around like 3 or 4. We're going to leader ability again. Tap 5, pitch the Mihawk. Play over the Crockett Mihawk. Buggy away the Odin. I'm thinking about it just to make sure he can get a lot of value out of the Cavendish, but I think the Odin's the better play. And then now we pass it back to him, and I think we're in a good spot to potentially go on to win the game next turn if we can survive. But we have to survive. We have 1 Moji blocker that can easily be arrested for a Hody. If he has a Hody, he's just going to win. He could still potentially win. We do have 2 2Ks in hand, and we can draw 1 with the Moji if we use it right. He asks what the cost of the Moji is. I said it's a 5 cost. He's going to tap 5 for an extra. He gets the rest of 5 costs. So our 1 blocker is gone. We're probably going to go on to lose this game at this point. He's going to swing 7 life. He gets to restand 2. And at this point, I'm just reading the room. Like I could give 2. I have to give the 2 2Ks to counter out of this, which I will. But then I'm not going to be able to hit if there's some miracle trigger I could hit, which I don't know. It would have to be a gravity blade. He's going to hit swing 7 and then the rest. So I think this was a close game. I think I made some dumb mistakes on that 1 turn with taking 2 5s with the leader swing and then him putting the blocker. I didn't expect him to do that. And then I was scared of a Dead Man's Game for some reason. I talked to him later. He doesn't run that. I don't even know if Bonnie's run that, but I was just scared of him resting stuff and then swinging the Hody into board. I really desperately wanted to double Buggy, and I think I was getting too far in my head about that. If I stay at 2 life rather than going down to 1 life, I think I'm in a much better spot to survive that turn. I think I could survive that turn, actually. and then potentially go on to win the game next turn. I'd have 2 Buggies. I'd have the Odin swing. So yeah, I think there's a lot. I think this was a very winnable game that I unfortunately didn't play as well as I could have. But anyway, shouts out to my opponent. He played it really well. Let me know in the comments if they did it differently. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.